I want to hear from Faiz Bhai that why he pushed, because he pushed mostly, because his initiative really take us through. So please tell us your story, then I'll tell my story, please. Please, we have to give him a plan. Okay. It is a process that he was very adamant to get it, please.
Today is one of the memorable day, I would say, from the whole team, not only me, because this was a dream back in 2012 that we will have a climate center, and the dream always evolved over the time based on the need, the international context, local context, and our capacity and demand. And 2017 and 18, we found that this is a climate center. If we believe this is a climate center, it will contribute to the climate, it will not do harm to the climate. We should believe the principle of green building construction. Without having the green building construction principle within in mind, we cannot be a climate center. That's why we try to learn about the green building principles, because we have to change ourselves first. Otherwise, we can change the whole world. We try to know the process, what is green building, how what it need to do, and how we can change ourselves and contribute. Then we find with several company from national, international. I talked a lot from Sri Lankan, Indian, China, and he is the last person Plaque in my network from Bangladesh. Then he facilitated some training in different conferences. I participated with along of my team member, and we started believe we should do it because this is a climate center. We have to contribute to the climate. If we want to contribute climate center itself should contribute to the climate. Itself, it will not pollute the climate. So we should have the principles, we should have the technologies, and we should have the compliance within the climate center so that we can demonstrate it to others community around the world, and we can believe and we can maintain all the compliance. Therefore, we determined we should go for a LEED certification, whatever it is. However, going to the LEED certification, it costs a little bit, but eventually, in the long run, we will benefit of it because the operational cost will be reduced for next 20-30 years. That inspired me. If we invest a little bit more at the beginning, but it will contribute to the climate and contribute to the climate center financially at the long run. And now we are thinking we want to trade carbon emission reduction from the climate center, and it can earn because all the infrastructure is needed. So if we transfer this infrastructure and because we are reducing emission, we can calculate a methodology, then we can easily earn money from carbon trading also. So that was not in our mind back in 2018, but now we can realize there are avenue from earning from green building certification also. So I would like to thank Mr. Ananto and 360 that you supported us and you worked hard and you made us oriented us what to do and what not to do. So now I think my colleagues and CCDB team members have quite knowledge about the compliance, and I hope this knowledge we can disseminate to other organizations. Thank you very much.
On behalf of CCDB, we just would like to say that how immensely happy we are and for this such a great achievement. So our gratefulness and our all gratitude to 360 and to Ananto Bhai to guide us through this whole process. And the thing is that, of course, Faiz Bhai has been a passion to, amongst everything we did for this climate center, things like that, and the contribution of our colleague. But particularly, you showed us the way that we were not really familiar with. So what we want to say that you are always welcome in CCDB, and we believe that you will be also an advocate of CCDB and an ambassador of us. So thank you very much, and this will be another milestone in our certificates and a feather in our crown, if you say so. So thank you very much. And yeah.
I just want to say one thing to you,
Please.
that so many times customer ask or client ask, can you see a green building?
Yes.
So is how you going to show them a green building, right? So this center can be that,
Yeah.
a pilot project to show green, which is you also do. So if you allow me, I can tell you what I'm talking about to make a plan, so people can literally come to see your project.
And I would like to request you,
Yeah.
Green Building Certification in your company organize different workshops.
Yes.
I will.
Please
Include
I
us.
This is venue.
That will be the next thing that I'm
Yes,
saying.
workshop in
Yeah.
a green building.
That would be the
Or
next
in
thing that I
any
do.
institution.
Next thing I'm going to do it here. Okay, and this is a information handbook
Yes.
that I
Sure.
give it out, and if you keep it with you, and you can
Yeah.
use it as a reference books.
Thank you.
So I do a lot of training. I definitely do few here.
Sure. And thank you very much. Thank you. Very much.
This is not only a certificate. So this is kind engaged with our learning process, what we want to share with our visitors and other peoples. So now I like to invite Ananto Bhai to clarify the process, the numbering system, and the categories we achieve. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Anant Ahmed. I'm a lead consultant working strictly in Bangladesh for last like 12 years, consulting and guiding people to become more sustainable. And for this manner, when I get the call from Faiz Bhai, I become very excited because our most client are in garments and textile sector. Outside of the garments and textile, people don't know what is the sustainable development is. Garments and MG sector, they're going because they have a buyer's appetite for that. But we don't have that issues, right? Mm-hmm. But certificate is not for buyers. It's for the building that we live in should be more sustainable. So I'll describe it with more of what we did. So that is the opportunity I get. And top of that, this is the first NGO, I can say, become certified, which is very good. Congratulations. Second, it is platinum certified. Third, it is called Climate Center. Mm-hmm. The heart of everything, right? So I told Faiz Bhai that no matter what I want to this project to become part of it, and we did finally achieve the certificate. So I'll describe it a little bit more later. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's start with, let me introduce one more time about myself. So my name is Anant Ahmed, and I am LEED AP. AP means Accredited Professional on LEED. And LEED has 5 different kinds of certification for new building, for existing building, for interior, homes, and neighborhood, right? And anyone interested of each of these subject can become AP. So I like this so much, I become AP on the all 5 categories. So in the world, today there is a 100,000 plus people, 107,000 people are AP. Only 42 people are AP on 5 categories. And I am one of them. Among these, us who practice LEED, USGBC pulls few people for technical purposes called faculty to represent United States Green Building Council, to work on the next version of the LEED, do the technical stuff. And there is, in the world right now, out of this 100,000+ people, there's 101 people is faculty. Fortunately, I'm one of them. 5 AP and faculty, only there's 2 people. I'm one of them, right? And I'm very happy to do it in my own country. I was in Canada before, but now I'm doing it Bangladesh. I converted almost 388 projects in Bangladesh, converted to LEED, right? So what is the benefit of LEED? Think of it that every time that we spend time, most of the time we spend inside. Inside either building or home or shopping mall, and few times inside the car. So the 90% of the time we spend inside. So this building consume energy. This building produce carbon footprint. The research show that total carbon footprint that you produce in the world, 39% come from the building that we are in as a whole, total. So if we want to reduce carbon footprint, this is where we have to focus. Of course, there's other climate issues, but this is constant, and we are so much urbanized. It's all buildings and buildings. So if we don't pay attention to our development, we're going to increase the carbon footprint at the beginning, and then what Faizbhai said, the running carbon footprint will be also higher. Good news is that this climate center is zero carbon footprint building. Zero carbon footprint. That's why he can talk about selling the credit. So that means we do the development, we have to do, but we are not polluting not a single tons of carbon footprint in the climate. Why? We did create few, but with the solar, we reduce it back. Right? So that's the beauty of this process. So as the climate center do its work with people, I think they should take initiative to promote sustainable development in all urbanization. Certificate is a secondary. How you develop. So what we start? We start from the design. How much energy this particular design will require to run? What's the energy? The light, the air condition, the fan, and other things. So first, for this project, we talked about how we can use the maximum daylight. So there's a space in this project that don't need light at the daytime, right? So that's reduce the lighting density. Then the envelope of the project is so good, our energy load almost 40% less for the air conditioning system, 40%. So the energy is supposed to be required, now we are using 40% less of that. In water, which is the next problem that we're going to have as a world, we are almost 60% less water use we hear. And we reuse our rainwater harvesting to the flush, gardening, all that happening naturally. So, and then that's the design process. Then the construction process. In the construction time, we use International Construction Code to reduce the dust production from the construction. How much dust it will produce, right? Also how we use the materials, we have to maintain the quality of the materials. We have to maintain the waste quality, so we don't lose the value of the waste that we create. We have to either reuse it, recycle it, resell it, whatever. So, but we have almost 100% waste reduction for this construction process, which is very, very significant. And then the safety of the people who works in the construction site and also the occupant. So there it comes. So we do that entire construction process. You can see in my presentation sometime that how we maintain that safety, security for the people that do the construction. And we follow every steps, right? And then after all that, if I give you the result, we got 82 points out of 110. We didn't get few points because of the density of the area, which has no control. I don't have a control because there's a 5 point. If you have so densely populated area and you build a building in there, you get 5 points. So we didn't get that. We don't have the brownfield development opportunity. Our land is not contaminated. So we lost 2 points. So there is a few points is not applicable for this project, so we didn't get that. If those are applicable, we think we could get that too. So we received, first the design process happened, all the designers together, we did so many design meetings to make sure that each design support the other design. The architectural design support the HVAC design, the ventilation design, the light design. So that we got 1 point for doing that. Location transportation, we got 10 points out of 16. We lost few because of this, it's not densely populated. And then we received 10 points out of 10 on sustainable site, which is the construction material process. We got all points. And in water, we got 9 points. We didn't get, there's 11 points. There's 2 points for cooling tower. Again, we don't have that. We don't have cooling tower, so we didn't even apply for that 2 points. So we got almost 100%. And the energy that we said, we got, out of 33, we got 29. Why we lost 4 points? There's a demand response program, participation has a 4 point. What is demand response program? There's utility authority have a program, we participate. So our authority don't have a program. So we cannot participate. So we lost point there. And the material resource, we lost few points because they want the material have to be third-party certified. So in Bangladesh, there's no material is third-party certified. So we couldn't even get that, right? So we got 3 out of 13. Indoor air quality, we got 8 out of 16. Again, if it's a totally air-conditioned space, we could get some more points. And innovation, there's a 6 point out of 6, and regional priority, we got 4 out of 4. So that's our 110 points and we got 82 points. The other maybe points is not available to us, we could get few more points. So on that note, if we think that how much applicable to us, we almost scored like 95%, right? So thank you for that. Huh? Just a few seconds. Anybody have any question? Just one or two? Then I'll...
This might be a elementary question, but what does LEED mean?
Leadership in energy and environmental
It's
design.
Right here on the left.
LEED. That's why I give it to you that. What I did, I brought some, I got the original certificate from USGBC and the original letter. And I also brought few other things that I ordered and created for you and multiple copies of the certificate so you can display in a number of places. So first bhai, please come. This is the original letter from USGBC president and the original list certificate framed up.